I don't make it squeak, I make.
Philadelphia. That's the scene. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the side. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across years.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Trent's out there with Rollins. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Here's Bona. And stolen by Kuzma. Kuzma, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Pass to Bona. Inside. Here's Yabusele. And the rejection by Giannis. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And now just over a minute played here in the first.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Lets the three fly. Prince can't hit. Prince has gone 1 of 3 on the night. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek Freak. Guys?
Thank you, David. Lopez inside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Kuzma can't get it to go. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Butler, and the rebound goes to Lopez.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
Edwards brings the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players. That's a jump ball.
Lopez passes to Rollins. 5 on the clock. Puts the move on. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Timeout.
And a high percentage shooter like Kuzma has tons of options on the floor. That includes the mid-range.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Gary Trent.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Butler with the ball. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Here's Grimes. His three-pointers off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And there's the call on Jared Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Lopez, a screen on Butler. Lopez outside, just 5 to shoot. Kuzma can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 7. Grimes passes to Butler. Here's Grimes. To the left side wing. Pass to Bona. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Kuzma. Another miss by Kuzma. The 76ers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Pass to Yabusele. Fades away. Rebounded by the Bucks. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds in this game. With the tip. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Boy, 3 games left until the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the East will look. Taking a look at Milwaukee. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong. And, of course, there's the 76ers. Right now, quite a ways down below.
Well, I think for the Sixers, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
And the front office has its work cut out in the offseason. The status quo isn't going to cut it. There has to be an overhaul.
Grimes with the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Rollins. His last outing with 20 points. Drops in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Butler shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Take a break.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Good on the second free throw. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
That free throw, no good. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the second free throw, good. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Shafino. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Rollins the pass to Kuzma. Now Prince. Bucks passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Lopez. Kuzma's got 9 points.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Here's Shafino. Over to the left wing. Cranes the three-pointer.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Prince kicks to Giannis. Here's Rollins. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. From deep. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Walker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the line for him here.
Second team foul. At the line for your Sixers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. A different look for Milwaukee. Trent's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Green comes in for Prince. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Rollins. And so Walker nails both of them. Bucks leading by 8. Pass to Hood, Shafino. Clock at 6.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Antetokounmpo. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will. Second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Milwaukee now. 6-point lead. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And you can tell how important having depth is for them. Sometimes it's the difference between a win and a loss.
Here's Council. The 76ers with another miss. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of the game. And they just had so few opportunities. I think that was their Achilles heel.
And when you're giving up offensive boards, it's a simple fix. You need to raise your effort level.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting you know I'm there to back him up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury. Porter healed up and has taken the league by storm.
Free throw good. Porter. Yabusele, he's checked in for the 76ers. And then for Milwaukee, Livingston's checked in, and it's Nance in for Antetokounmpo. And he can't hit the second.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. He tries for three. Good. Shapino's shot is off. Now Porter. He's coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix. Pass to Nance. Back to Porter. Fires from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Nance. And the Bucks lead by 10.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Pass to Livingston. Now, here's Trent. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there. In low. And Castleton pulls it down.
Ooh, might rush that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Here's Hood Shafino. Driving the lane. Off and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. 8-point game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Milwaukee, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
At the line for the Bucks. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls for him. Both free throws good from Nance. The 76ers trail by 10. Here's Yabusele. Down low, 2 on the clock, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
We've got Butler, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Bona and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Prince outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. The 76ers trail by 7. Well, their passage to Grimes. To the middle. Here's Bona. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Pass to Bona. Here's Grimes, guarded by Prince. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer. Butler cans it from downtown.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And here is Connaughton. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Giannis rips it down.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss, and then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
Here's Grimes, guarded by Prince. Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got 5.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Kuzma passes to Antetokounmpo. Down low, inside, Giannis drops it in.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Edwards against Kuzma. Edwards no good. Bucks leading by 6. Floats the setup and the slam by Giannis.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to talk to his guys.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Everybody get down. Feet there. Let's see them move.
Now let's take a peek at the league leaders in scoring. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Now here's Butler. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Stolen away. Kuzma, left side. To the inside. Pass to Rollins. Giannis sets a screen for Connaughton. Good on the triple. And it's an 11-point Bucks lead.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Prince. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole
Timeout,
story
timeout.
with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys.
All right, everybody. That's coming on the court. Here's Sixers ENT. Let me hear you. All right, everybody. The last second in the three-piece. Pull up the check.
And checking out the numbers for Lopez. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. 5th in steals, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. Here's Antetokounmpo. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Grimes, covered by Rollins. Here's Grimes, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
It's his first trip to the line.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Milwaukee leading by 10. Pass to Prince. It's stolen by Edwards. To the paint. Here's Bona. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Rollins, and the layup is good. Rollins got his 3rd basket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Castleton, offline with his 3. For Milwaukee, they've gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Giannis passes to Rollins. No good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to Butler. Here's Grimes, guarded by Kuzma. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Justin Edwards.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
He misses the free throw.
And with their struggles at the line this quarter, their free throw percentage has dropped down to about 55%. That's not going to get it done.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia. He hits the second from the line.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion, but best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
Pass to Bona. Edwards with it. Guarded by Kuzma. Shot clock at 5. Butler from outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
Pass to Bona. There's the pick. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Butler.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Lopez. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Phoenix.
And we'd be remiss not to mention his incredible rebounding, just a force on the backboards.
The shot by Rollins, no good.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Pass to Bona. Here's Yabusele. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The 76ers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Trent's checked in for Milwaukee. Kevin Porter comes in for Rollins. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. To the inside, Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And even though Lopez has taken his game farther and farther from the basket, he can still punish you inside.
Bucks leading by 10. There goes Giannis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Let's check out the NBA blocks leaders. 5th best, Brook Lopez.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Walker's checked in. And both free throws good for Giannis. And the NBA last season, Richard, really emphasizing it's an 82-game league. And I know you love that.
Oh, that is my favorite thing. I was taught by the legends of the game that you go out there and play every single night that you can. At some point in time, the sports and science team realized that it is very difficult to be a professional. But I stand by. 82 games is an achievement that very few can achieve now.
Down low, and he jams it with authority.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
Pass to Bona. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bona's got 8 points in the quarter. Bucks leading by 12. Trent outside. Connaughton with it. He's picked up by Walker. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. Castleton's checked in.
Number 18, Castleton.
1:57 left in the first half of the game. 6 to shoot. Drains the 19-footer. Connaughton's got 5 points so far.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Good. Shafino's shot is off. Inside, here's Giannis. And the jump by Giannis.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
Here's Hood Shafino. Nailed from three-point land. 12 points for him. Outside, Porter.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Porter. He's right around 9 points a night, 2 assists and 3 rebounds. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Yeah, there's no doubt he has been inconsistent, which is unusual for him. But when he turns it back around, boy, you better watch out.
That one is off. Milwaukee making a switch here. Green's checked in. And he sinks the second. The 76ers trail by 14. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Walker's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Giannis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Antetokounmpo's got 27 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Yabusele. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. A terrific quarter for him, and now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, guys. Torian, what's been the key so far?
ball movement, doing what we got to do defensively, competing, showing effort, and translating into offense.
That mix has worked really well so far, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up that shot. Give it up for the participants.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
And a look here now at the Bucks, headed down the final month of the season. At this point, they are who they are, a middle-of-the-pack club.
Yeah, decidedly average. Maybe they'll turn the corner late. Who knows? We've seen it happen. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the Milwaukee Bucks.
They're really hitting the boards, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Rollins is out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Lopez, and it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. 6 points for Brook Lopez.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Grimes passes to Edwards. They set the pick. Knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half.
Get to the block, Brook.
Lopez sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Edwards inside, guarded by Kuzma. That's a 2 from Butler. Kuzma pulls it in.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Well, they're passing to Grimes. Lets it go with a 3. Rollins grabs the board.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Shoots the 3. He can't hit that time. The 76ers trail by 15 to the wing on the left. Yabusele passes to Butler. Here's Bona. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
Yeah, easy call.
For Philadelphia, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Bucks leading by 14. Rollins the pass to Lopez. Prince outside. Now Kuzma. Over Edwards. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Pass to Edwards. And now we go to our rookie leaderboard to get a check on the players at the top of the freshman class in assists over the last 10 games. And you look at Edwards, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love him.
And those are some of the finest passers the rookie class has to offer. I mean, that's some great company. I think he'd like to stay right in that mix.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Bucks leading by 12. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Kuzma, right side. And again, the Bucks miss.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Pass to Bona.
Kuzma. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Bona. 2 shots.
The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. Bucks leading by 11. Prince in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Looking now at the numbers for Kyle Kuzma, how his last 10 games have gone. Getting around 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
Pass to Grimes. Here's Bona. Lopez covering to the right side. Rollins the pass to Antetokounmpo. Prince setting a pick for Lopez. And a miss there on the triple. And so Edwards will bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 14.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Good Shafino's checked in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Lopez sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. Lock at 6. Lopez a screen. Kuzma can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Grimes passes to Yabusele. Over Antetokounmpo. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Yabusele's got 10 points. Lopez passes to Giannis. Lopez sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Here's Shafino. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 14 points for him.
And, you know, he's not usually the guy to break out the crossover. Worked for him that time, but I'm not sure I would be doing that consistently.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The 76ers making a switch here. Castleton's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Connaughton's checked in. Milwaukee leading by 12. Kuzma outside. And here is Connaughton. He's got 5. No one covering. Connaughton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Castleton's shot is off. Milwaukee's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Bona. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Kuzma. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first.
And this happens when Kuzma is aggressive. When he's looking to score, he makes the D react.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
He's off on the first.
Oh, the great thing about Kuzma is he's so well-rounded. He can do a little bit of everything on the floor.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Council's checked in, and Walker's subbed in for Butler. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Trent's checked in. And he's good on the second. The 76ers trail by 20. Pass to Bona. That's tipped. Here's Grimes. Drills it from outside. Grimes has got 9 points.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Giannis' screen on Walker. And that one's good from Connaughton.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Shot by Grimes, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
And he's been on the upswing offensively these past few months. And you know how much they love getting all those extra points out of him. He's been carrying a much bigger load lately, and I think he'll just continue to get better.
That free throw missing. Porter's checked in for Taurean Prince. So he comes up empty at the line.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Walker the pass to Grimes. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Connaughton. Teams value the three so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. In fourth, the Bucks.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And the 76ers making a change here. Here's Walker. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Giannis with it. He's got 31. Pass to Trent. Giannis sets a screen for Kuzma. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Sinks the triple.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
There's a screen. Here's Antetokounmpo. Gets himself open and drills it. Giannis has got 33.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Grimes passes to Walker. Shot clock at 6. And here's Edwards from the arc. Another three for Philadelphia.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
The drive by Giannis.
And attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Green, he's checked in for the Bucks. He hits both from the stripe. The 76ers trail by 17. Pass to Grimes.
I got yours.
And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And Milwaukee has possession. Bangs home the trifecta. Kuzma's got 15 points.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fourth team foul.
Come around.
1:49 left to play in the third. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Hunchafino, taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both. And Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. It's an 18-point lead. Pass to Trent. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th assist in this one. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And now a look at the numbers for Edwards. His last 10 games, he's putting up 6 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
And that's what you need from some guys on the team. Not everyone can be an all-star. You need glue guys to find that success too.
Here's Kuzma. Whoops, they pick off the pass. The finish, here's Grimes, and the layup falls. Grimes has got 11.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Pass to Grimes. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Driving. Whoa, look out!
Goodness.
Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And so it's Milwaukee cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Whew.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Yabusele out there with Edwards. Then it's Butler. And it's Bona in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Trent can't hit.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Pass to Bona. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generations to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
Back to Lopez. With the clock winding down, and Lopez throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2, Edwards.
Free throw good, Edwards. The Bucks making a switch here. Prince is checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
Here's Bona. Lopez with the block.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking, adept at using that length to alter shots. Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Gary Trent Jr. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Outside Edwards. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Pass to Grimes. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Trent with the wide open look. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Trent's got 5 points now this quarter. Butler passes to Grimes. Knocked loose. Pass to Yabusele. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Back to Lopez. Takes the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Outside Edwards. Pass to Bona. Here's Yabusele. That's a 2 from Butler. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And that one's good by Porter.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Yabusele. Lopez with the block. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Rollins checked in for Kevin Porter. Edwards kicks to Butler. And the shot goes in.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Trent passes to Lopez. Now here's Green. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Grimes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Yabusele. Here's Bona. Outside Butler. To the middle, out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Inside. Rebound by the 76ers. Bona's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Grimes. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
This is his second 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Prince outside. And here is Green. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Richard, who do you think is the most impactful player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second, and third. The ratings say that. The money says that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most impactful player in the NBA.
And so here is Philadelphia. Outside Butler. Nice shot by Yabusele.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Trent outside. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. No good with the triple. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. The shot by Rollins, no good. Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Yabusele. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Smith checked in for Taurean Prince, and Porter subbed in for Rollins. Butler finds Edwards. Here's Yabusele. Shot clock at 6. Shot, high post. Shot's good by Butler. Bucks have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Here's Porter, and again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Porter against Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Grimes. It's good from long range. Grimes has got 6 in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
At the top of the key, Lopez. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
Now Porter, outside, Green.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Gershon Yabusele. That's his 5th personal foul. 3rd team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee. Green. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Bucks with some changes. Nance comes in for Smith. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Porter. And so here is Philadelphia. Pass to Grimes. Butler is screen on Trent. Shot by Grimes. No good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. The tray buries it from three-point range. Green's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Here's Yabusele. Another miss by Philadelphia. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Lopez dishes to Green. And there's the call on Jared Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Nance. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Pat Connaughton. Prince is checked in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Green.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Milwaukee.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Shot by Grimes, no good. Now here's Giannis. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Huge, big win tonight. How did you do it?
I think we just had fun. I think our guys were running to their spots, and we were able to drive the lanes and made the right pass, and we were knocking down shots. The ball was moving, we were defending, we were having fun, so that's why we got to win.
So you need to patent that formula, I guess. Congrats on the win, man. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our